Cooking with Ruben. I'd like to thank Berkeley Community Media for making this possible for us all. And I'm glad to be here. Today I'll have somebody helping me. My sister Lilia Hernandez will be accompanying me, making some fresh corn tortillas for us. I will be prepping a salsa bandera, some chicharrones, pork, and refried beans that we will be frying up here in a moment. So I hope you can enjoy, and I hope I perform well. It's been a while since I've done this, so please enjoy.
Hello everyone, I'm going to be helping Ruben today. Hope you enjoy the video. So what I'm going to do right now is to prepare the masa for the tortillas.
And I'll get started making some refried beans. Pack over here, a little bit of oil, not too much.
And it's called amasando la masa. That's how we say it. And all you do is add water to your container here and just slowly mix. Nothing to it.
Okay, so after my oil is warm, I will put some beans in here. And these are just regular boiled beans with a little bit of garlic and maybe a bay leaf sometimes, or a little bit of salt. That pretty much does your beans when you boil them. Boil up for a little bit. And I'm gonna cut these up. This is a pork chicharron. You pick it up at a Mexican market or cook them yourself in the copper pot. I like to just cut these up into pieces. Put them into the pot, and then we're just going to warm these up so they won't be cold, but that's about all we do with it. Okay, my beans are boiling, so once your beans are boiling, you get one of these potato smashers, and you just smash away. And that's how you create your refried beans. How we doing, Lilia? Good?
Yeah, I'm just putting this together.
Since we don't have a sink right next to us, it makes things a little
awkward.
difficult, but doable.
So it's gonna happen, almost.
Is there a specific texture you're looking for?
You use lukewarm water, it's better. And the consistency is, as you see right here, that you could just kind of work with it. And all you do is add the water and just mix it together. It's best if you use your hands. I know some people are like, don't like touching the masa, but I think if you do with your hands, bare hands, It just brings it more to, I don't know, I think it tastes better. The tradition. So you just make your little balls like this. In Mexico, we call them testales. That's what my mom and my grandma used to say. And you just make them. And if you want big tortillas, like, big round ones, well, you grab more masa. If you grab less masa, and you're gonna see, they're gonna come out smaller. And then you need to have a container with water to be washing your hands, rinsing them, because the masa gets stuck to your hands, and you can't just lay them out. So I'm gonna go grab my container.
Okay, and the beans, this is your consistency. You're gonna drop that in each taco and a little bit of everything. This is just gonna warm up for me. And I'll have that going in a little while too.
He's fine. He's fine. I put it up. He's fine. I have dogs at home too.
Okay, let me get started. Para hacer la salsa bandera. Aquí la voy a hacer.
And here we go.
No, I think I gotta use that blue one.
Tráete la cazuelita aquella. You want me to bring it?
¿Para la salsa bandera?
No, para vaciar el agua. I just need a little bit of water. Pues para lavarme las manos. No lavármelas, sino I need water to be making these. Oh, I brought a container.
I'm gonna use this. So the tomatoes, you just cut them up, prep them up. Right here. So yeah, these are like perfect right there. We're gonna turn that one off and finish out the salsa bandera. I'd like to thank my sister Lilia for coming over here and helping me pull this one off.
No problem.
Looking forward to making one every month for you guys, so keep looking out. And you can cut your tomatoes any way you want. You really want to get a little dicey. Some people like it tiny, some people like it a little chunky. I must say the weather in Berkeley today is very beautiful. It's 21st of April, 2023. So when I was 9 years old, and my sister and our family, we used to pick grapes. So we used to live out in Fresno, Madera, those turfs over there, Tulare, Visalia. And yeah, I was a little boy, and we'd get up and go pick grapes at 4 in the morning, I think. It was like an hour drive to the field. And I used to drive the tractor. little tiny kid. Just put it in first and let the clutch go slow and don't let it turn off. Wow, what a stories. Huh, Lil?
Yep. And our grandparents were living with us.
Yeah, we used to have it was like
Tias
20
and
people in the
tios.
house because everybody had just immigrated and came out here. So everybody was going for whatever jobs were available. And the field, since everybody's a campesino in Mexico, it's pretty simple. You were brought up doing that kind of stuff. So,
That's all you knew.
you know,
In
planting
reality.
and harvesting. It's a beautiful life, you know, compared to city life. No, man, you gotta
Our
taste it.
grandpa was a
You gotta go
farmer, too.
taste it to believe it. It's very healthy. A lot of dirt roads. I mean, there's so much exploring out in the desert or, you know, rural areas. Plants you've never seen or animals. You go into these really wild stores. They got the best beef jerky in all those stores out there. So this is our salsa bandera. Tomato, onion, cilantro, and I'm gonna throw a little cabbage in there this time. Kind of like the flavor of it. So I'm just gonna do my best of cutting this onion.
And this is all there is to the tortillas. They get puffy like this.
There you go. That's it. Just it's happening. Right on. And you don't want to overwhelm it with onions, so this will probably be more than you know.
And you just have your container. You could, if you don't have a canasto, it could just be a plate with a kitchen towel.
Yeah, keep
Just,
more.
Okay, I'm gonna explain if you want a big tortilla, you grab more masa. If you want a small, I'm gonna do both so you guys could see. I'm gonna make a big one. And then if you make a mistake, nothing to it, I'm gonna make a mistake so you could see. See, it's a huge one, watch. But then if for some reason this breaks off, whatever, nothing happened, you just roll it back, same thing, nothing to it. Don't be afraid. And the more you squeeze your máquina de hacer tortillas, I'll say it in Spanish, the bigger they're gonna come out, you see? You just roll it in. Always like that, because if you want to flip it this way, it's a little, and as you go doing them, you just get better at it. And I'm going to make a small one. This is a smaller one. You always put both plastics. One time my grandbaby was helping me make tortillas. He was like probably 5 or 6. He forgot to roll the other one on top, and this touched the masa, and all the tortilla was over here. It was so funny. Grandma, what did I do? Just cleaned it off, nothing to it.
Now that's a story for Franklin.
Yeah. And see, this is a smaller one, because I used less masa. You see the tiny? So some people might want a smaller tortilla, and some might want a big one tortilla. If you want them thick, you just don't smash this as much. And let me make a thick one so you could see. So I'll make a medium one, and not too thin.
And can you talk about how, if someone doesn't have one of those machines, how they
Oh,
can make it?
if you don't have one of these máquinas, you see how it's thicker, you can see it. I'll give you a quick story. I went to New York to visit my cousin, and her teenagers you see how it's thicker? Bigger, medium thin, and thicker. I said, don't worry. She says, but we don't have the equipment you're gonna need. I go, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. I got 2 flat plates, and I did what I'm doing, but then I put the masa like this in a plate. Let me show you. Without the machine, because you don't have one. And so all I did was put that there with the plastic and just with the other plate and slowly smashed it. You know, it takes a little time and you see how it flattens, but if you get a flat one and I guess just be creative and because this is lightweight, I can't flatten it as much. But see, there it goes. See what I did? What I told you not, that happens, because I didn't put this plastic here. So it worked out. So you just play with it, nothing to it. Just never be afraid, because that's what holds us back. And you just do your activities however you want to do it. And these you just flip twice. I flipped it once. This one I'm going to flip again. And hopefully it's going to puff up. It is. See? Simple. Put them here and keep them warm. And then you just make more, and as you go, and just, it's really not that hard. And they taste a lot better than bought ones, because when you just make it yourself like this, you don't have all that preservative that bought ones have, and you're just eating a little fresher. You see how they just puffy up? That's really, they get some air inside.
Oh man, that's beautiful stuff right there. So, throw some hot peppers in here. And I'm gonna use a couple of jalapenos, which you buy the can of jalapenos, and you this juice inside of it is gonna be part of our ingredient to put on top. Take the seeds out of them. So that's the jalapeno, and then we'll throw one of these. Chile verde, serrano.
Serrano ones.
I really like seeing people when they go to when they fish like fresh oysters and clams and stuff out there by Mazatlan and all these places, Mexico. Then if you're out there, they're like serve them to you right there fresh. And fry some fish for you. Just the flavors you get out of all that is insane. So I guess freshness in food is kind of the best. Okay. You don't want a lot of cabbage, you want like the cilantro, just a little to give color and flavor when you bite the top. And then, like I said, a little drop of this juice, and that's kind of like the magic. Some of this. A dash of salt. And a dash of oregano. Okay, folks, this is our salsa bandera here. The smells, you can smell the oregano and the vinegar and the lime just powering the tomatoes and the onions. And the little cabbage just gives it that little touch. So, okay. So chicharron, fried beans, salsa bandera, and tortillas corn made. Corn tortillas, right? And get some plates.
For those who may not know, what is that plastic that you're using?
Okay, the plastic that I'm using is I'll show you right now. It's to flatten your tortilla. Without the plastic, the masa would stick to your
board,
your
to the
mold
machine.
here. Yeah. So it's very necessary. And you just flip them. You lay it down and then you flip it once. You just flip it twice. This one is already done, as you see. You see the little that is cooked. And this one, I just laid it down. So you just flip it once.
Okay, David, our cameraman, we're going to feed our cameraman right now. See what he thinks of this. You just grab a little
I
bit
don't
of
think
this,
he wants any.
and then
Look at that big
put some
smile.
beans, and then put some of this stuff. And that's a taco de chicharron with salsa bandera and refried beans.
Simple and delicious.
Enjoy, my friend.
Wow, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, I'll just take a bite for the camera.
Yeah.
Let y'all know. Let's see.
I think I'll join him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the flavors are great. I love this. Is one of my favorite dishes.
And for those people who can't taste it, the sauce has like a little hint of vinegar. That cilantro comes through. The cabbage adds a lovely texture. The chicharron is like a little crunchy, meaty, and all on these tortillas, which you can definitely tell that these are freshly made tortillas versus bought from the store. And the difference being, they may be a little thicker, they're softer, and like have a smoother finish to them. They're really quite lovely. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You'll find most of these ingredients at any local market, Mexican food market. Thank you.
Safeway is having all these Mexico produce too. I've seen it on Lucky, Safeway. I mean, but you'll have maybe more of a variety in the Mexican stores.
Yeah, you always find that one thing you're gonna need at their stores,
Yeah, you
because
could,
they cater to it.
or they have more clientele needing all this versus the other stores.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite foods. This pork chicharron is really, really good. Pork rind. Yeah, so if you're interested in producing videos yourself, say music or cooking or dancing, anything you want, we at Berkeley Community Media will teach you how to do audio and video. We have a big array of equipment for rent. Just anything you can think of, we'll probably have it, or if not, we could probably get it. So please come on by and look us up on the internet. BCM, Berkeley Community Media, and Berkeley, California. Stop on by and look at our place, check everything. Now we have a green screen, we have a podcast room, we have an editing room, and an equipment room full of equipment. You're very welcome to stop by and say hello and meet us. Berkeley Community Media.
You see how they're supposed to get real puffy?
Yeah, that's what you want. Once they puff up like that, you're a good tortilla
So
maker.
you want your comal or your
At a heat.
skillet in a higher heat.
At a high heat, yeah.
Because if it's not, they're not gonna.
And you'll make mistakes. It's like baking. 1, 2, 3. After the third try, I think any baker always makes a good cake. But the first one always flops. So give that kind of testing for the tortillas too, because
Don't be afraid. It's easy to do.
it'll be hard at first, but once you do it over 3 times, you're gonna have it. Ya hay que cortarlo mejor. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. These are chicharrones, refried beans, salsa bandera. I hope you really enjoyed it. I enjoyed cooking with my sister today and feeding my friends here. I can't wait to meet all of you that need to learn all of this and do it yourself from home or anywhere. These are your beans, chicharrones, and salsa bandera. And tortillas. Thank you for joining Ruben, cooking with Ruben and his sister Lilia Hernandez today. Thank you very much. Have a blessed year. Bye-bye.